Are you building your homestead in the rural Zimbabwe and you are posting it online? You are posting it, you are either building and posting your homesteads, showing us the progress, or you are just creating content showcasing other people's homes. I want to just say to you today that you are not just making content, you are also changing the narrative. You are changing the way people view the rural areas. For so long, people have thought that it's so backward living in rural areas. But with the way people are talking about building in the rural areas, changing the way building and homesteading has been done over the centuries, it's just making a huge impact in our economy. It's changing the way people think and view rural areas. Right now, there is so many content creators out there who are busy marketing the country, who are busy marketing the continent, who are saying all the positive things about our beautiful Africa, our beautiful Zimbabwe. And it's because of all the content that we are making when we are showing our efforts to improve rural living. It is those people who are making an impact right now in Zimbabwe. It is all those people who are making a very huge impact in Africa. For so long, when people from outside Africa, when people from outside Zimbabwe, even people who are in Zimbabwe or who are in Africa, when they looked at the rural areas, all they saw was backwardness, they saw was poverty, what they saw was just limitations. But right now, with the modern content creator, with the way this rural homesteading is being marketed, I just think that this will change the way people view the rural areas. There's so many people in Zimbabwe right now who are living in urban areas who don't see anything coming out of the rural. And I'm just saying to those people, I challenge them. I challenge the way they think that. Just take a look at all the development that is being done. And some people just think that they would rather build where they can get title deeds, for example. Well, I think that's a good thing. I mean, having title deeds and stuff. But when you are building yourself a house, or when you are getting yourself a place to live, do you just do it with the mind of you want to sell it later, or you want to build generational wealth? For example, you want to build something that you pass to generations to come. So then if your goal is to pass it to the next generation, I don't see the fussy about going to build in the urban areas. And besides, the city fathers are also struggling to maintain the infrastructure and services in urban areas. So it is up to us to go and when we are building in the rural areas, we are also doing our part in alleviating the problems that are associated with rural living. And we thank God these days, because you can access internet services from anywhere in the world. It's not like before. Before, people were flocking to the urban areas, to the cities, because they were looking for services that were not readily available in the rural areas. For example, communication, telecommunications, transport systems, clean water, education, and things like that. But right now, you can still just access your internet anywhere in the world. You don't need to be in the rural areas for that. You don't need to be in the rural areas to access clean water, because with the borehole drilling services being readily available everywhere in the rural Zimbabwe, you don't really need to go to the city for that, because in the city itself they don't even they are failing to provide constant and clean water to people. So you will just find the same reasons that you were probably running away from the rural areas, you find them in the city. So this is the time for us to change to change the way we think, to change the way we view the rural areas. This is the time even, and just to put it out there to people who are probably thinking about getting some land and building in the rural areas, that this is the time, because I think there will come a time where land in the rural areas will become very scarce because of the demand. The content creator is very busy these days showcasing the beauty of the rural living, and because of that it's going to create a huge demand. And the time that you wake up and you start to think of moving to the rural areas, you will find that there won't be any land left, or the demand will be so high and the prices will be just ridiculously high. So this is the time. The content creators are marketing the rural areas. The content creators are marketing our country, and that is going to create demand like never before. So they have done a very good they are doing a very good job. We are doing a very good job, because what we are doing is not just content creation, it's about transforming the rural areas. It's about changing mentalities. It's about challenging people that to think again that the rural area really is the place that is our tomorrow, because there is no overcrowding, there is no services are not on high demand like in the urban areas, and where even the city fathers cannot meet the demand. So when you are in the rural areas, you can put those services for yourself. You can put those services and you don't need to fight over them. So I'm just saying that the content creators, they are not just making content, they are marketing the raw area. They are creating demand like never before. And if you are even thinking of building in the rural areas, this is the time to do it, because if you are late, you are going to be sorry tomorrow, when it will be very difficult or very expensive to move or relocate to the rural areas. So Zimbabwe, so I'm saying Africa, this is the time that when we are making this content, we are changing the narrative. We are challenging people. We are challenging the way people view the rural areas. And it's not just content, it's a revolution.